Here.
Alderman Jacob.
Here.
Alderman Messina.
Here.
Alderman Sorrentino.
Here.
Alderman Sismarski.
Here.
Alderman E. Wesley.
Here.
Alderman R. Wesley. Alderman Woods.
Here.
Mayor Police.
Here, I declare a quorum present. Please stand and join the Pledge of Allegiance. First off, I need a motion to approve the minutes of January 17th.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay, wait a minute.
Alderman Woods. Any questions, corrections, comments on the minutes? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. Do any citizen, I do have one citizen who wishes to be heard, Mr. Vito Claps. If you could please go to the microphone, Chief, you want to make sure it's on for him.
Okay.
Right there, sure.
Mr. Mayor, thank you very much for this opportunity. My name is Vito Claps, and I am a rental owner in Wooddale. At one time, I had 4 properties. I'm in the process of liquidation, and I've had real good relationship with the city, with the inspection reports on rental property, and also I have had a problem in the last 6 months. I'm in the process, as I mentioned, of liquidation, and I have a piece of property. It's at 219 Jefferson Lane in Georgetown, and it's up for sale. It's vacant, and I went to the City Hall on December 3rd of 2018 because I received this letter from the city regarding inspection of rental properties. And I'm very familiar with it. And the properties that were listed were 214 and 219 Jefferson Lane. 214 has been sold, and as I mentioned, 219 is in the process of being sold. I looked through my files, and I had a person at the City Hall in the building department. Her name was Valley. And I asked her I explained to her what my position was with the rental property. And I says, I have one property that's sold, 214 is gone, and 219 is vacant. And I says, I don't think I have to have an inspection report filled out for the vacant property. And she says, well, I don't know, and I'll get back to you. I never heard from her. I never heard from anyone in the City Hall. And I've been out of state. I came back on February 5th, and I saw this letter again from the city regarding the inspection report. So I went down to the City Hall. I believe I went there on, I'm sorry, I came back I was before the 4th, but I went to the City Hall on the 4th. And I spoke to this attendant in the building department, and she says I'm in violation because I didn't fill out the report by the end of December. And because of that, there was a $100 fine attached to this inspection. So the inspection report is $150, and then I got a fine of $100 because I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. If you look at my records, all my properties were inspected, all my bills were paid, and this really irritated me. And I asked when there was going to be a City Hall meeting, and they mentioned tonight. So I wanted to come down here and voice my distaste for this overcharge, I believe. And I don't know what else I could do. I paid the bill. I've got a $250 charge on a piece of property that's vacant, and I'm just pleading my case.
All right, Mr. Murmas, go ahead.
The employee you were referencing, she's been in and out. We've had a medical leave situation downstairs, so there's been some confusion likely in this instance. So if you'd like, I'll give you my card, and then if you can reach out to me tomorrow, then I'm sure we can straighten it out. But we've had some staffing issues down there.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Any other residents wish to address the council? Okay, written communique, I do have one written communique. Mayor Police, we are planning to open a microbrewery at 750 Creel in Wooddale. Our intent is to both produce and sell our beer on draft at this location. All of our revenue will come from selling our beer and merchandise. We will not have electronic gaming now or in the future. Our goal is to create a sense of community inside our tap room, specifically for dog lovers. We plan to partner with the local shelter to put on adoption events, as well as donating a portion of tips received to the shelter. We will also bake dog treats from the spent grain, which will assist us in minimizing the amount of waste created. So they would like a liquor license. It's a brewery. So basically, we did put this in our codes, microbreweries and wineries. Unless, if we want, we can invite this gentleman here next week, or we could just move forward if you guys, you would like to see him. Alderman Sismarski?
I just look at the address again. I'm sorry.
It's in the industrial park, 7050 Creel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
industrial park. Would you like to have we can invite him out here next week? So, okay, no problem. Hey, you got the number, right, Shirley? Okay. All right. That concludes my written communiques. Next. I would like to invite Mr. James Ortega, President of, not President, Superintendent of Fenton High School and the school board. Did you want to introduce the school board?
City Council, Laura Wassinger, board member, Leo Figueroa, and our president, Paul Wiedemann, is also here with me.
Thank you. And we are here to give him a certificate of recognition. City of Wooddale proudly recognizes Fenton High School for being honored by the College Board with placement on the 9th Annual AP District Honor Roll. And Mr. Ortega will tell us what it's all about.
Absolutely, Mayor.
Excellent.
I also forgot our Director of Community Relations, Kathy Schrader, is with us here, so we brought the whole board. But before I get started with the AP District Honor Roll, just wanted to share with you some of the great stuff happening at Fenton. This last 4 years has truly been an evolution at Fenton. As you guys know, we had a $13 million reconstruction, making our school a 21st century school. We have increased our graduation rate. It is at 94%. Coming from 78%. Our attendance, our kids are in school every day. Our kids are in school every day. We have a 94% attendance rate. Also, I think it's critical to say this Illinois State Board of Education, all school district, 836 school district across Illinois receives a report card. We received one of the higher score called commendable for this year, which is fantastic. As you guys know, about 3 years ago, we gave all of our students, each one of them, a Chromebook to take home, part of that equity, as well as access to technology. And lastly, just last summer, we received a $750,000 grant for after-school activities for our students. So not only do our kids go to school, in school from 8 o'clock to 3:30, but now they can stay until about 6 o'clock. They're also fed if they need to, just as an after-school activity. And lastly, before we finish here, is we've won another award. It's called the AP District Honor Roll Honor Roll, which is basically a international award, both Canada and the United States. As you know, there's thousands of high schools in the United States and Canada. Only 373 high schools are awarded this award, and Fenton was one of them. And thank you. And what is AP, right? Advanced Placement. It's real quickly, it's college courses at the high school level. Okay, we want all of our students to take college courses before they go to college or before they start their career. So therefore, it used to be in the way AP used to be, this certain group of students, but what we have done is opened up the floodgates. We tore down barriers. We opened the doors so that all students can take college classes at the high school level. There used to only be about 200 students that take it every year. We have doubled that. 536 students are taking it this year. So what does that really mean to our community here in Wooddale? It saves parents money. Okay, when their kids go to the university, go to the colleges, they don't have to take those courses there at the college or the university level because they took them at the high school level. So what does that mean? Not only that they're saving money, but their students, their children are going to finish within that 4 years, not a 5th year or 6th year like I was. So I think it's a saving. We're very, very proud of it. And another way to look at it, not only are we improving the facilities, but we're increasing the rigor and the challenges of the high school classes and so forth in those courses. Paul, would you like to say something? Sure.
No, I just wanted to add to that I think this has been truly a remarkable achievement accomplished here at Fenton. Not only an accomplishment by the students, but in terms of equity and academic achievement. So not only have we increased the amount of students that are in AP, but their achievement while being in AP has really been truly remarkable, and it's something we should all be proud of there at Fenton High School, and we really think that Wooddale is also a part of this achievement.
Look to your left.
Now to your right, put your thumb down here.
Olin Mills.
And congratulations again to Fenton High School. Great job with those students. They're our future. Great job. Okay, next, a resolution granting the advice and consent of City Council to the mayor's appointment of Lynn Curiel to fill the unexpired term of Joe Coles on the Wooddale for Greener Tomorrow Committee.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Thank you. Oh, right, you guys, unless you want to, it's a really exciting meeting.
Great job. Guys, it was great to see you, and thank you.
Great job. Thank you.
Next item is the scholarship donations with the chamber. Do we have a motion on this?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Oh, what was the
First,
motion for?
first a question. And then,
Well, we have a motion in a second, but
But we don't
what are we
have-
making the motion for? That's what I want to know.
well, that's what I said.
Okay, to Alderman Woods, go
Absent
ahead.
that, let's go with the question.
Go ahead.
Brad, how much did we spend on this historically? How many do we normally give out with the chamber, and what's that dollar amount?
We always match the chamber, but they cut down this year. Do you remember what ours was, Brad? I think they used to give 6. We used to do 3. Go ahead, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So last couple of years, we had budgeted 4, but had only filled 3. So I don't know if one of the other schools there
Right,
wasn't a
that's,
recipient
they
from.
said one of the high
um,
schools,
they're
there's
Addison
barely
Trail.
any Wooddale kids there, and they didn't even apply.
And what was that dollar amount
Uh,
that we funded? Were those 500?
Go ahead, Mr. Wilson.
I believe there were 700 apiece.
Okay, so.
So it'd be $2,100. Is that what you're looking to,
Yeah, I'll make a motion to sponsor 3 scholarships at $700 apiece.
Second.
okay. Alderman Wesley, go ahead.
Mayor, so we're doing I know the chamber was only doing one of them.
One of them,
Right.
correct.
So we are going to,
Well,
the motion
we've
was
done
granted.
3 in the past.
Okay. I'm good.
Right. I think we gave away, well, between the chamber and us was 6 last couple of years.
Right, but 2 schools,
Right, right.
right. Okay,
And the chamber takes care of all the questionnaires and everything.
right.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes,
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
And that passes. Next, Mr. Murmas, city manager report.
Thank you. One item tonight, you may already be aware, but the Wooddale Park District did receive their grant for their, it's called an OSLOD grant that they applied for. The city has partnered with them with their White Oaks project, and the grant they were awarded was for the full requested amount of $397,500. The Park District had asked me to extend their appreciation for the council's continued support of this project and looks forward to getting this done for the community.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Do you want to know the amount? I believe.
No, I just wanted to know.
Go ahead, Alderman Messina.
Jeff, if you wouldn't mind, can you elaborate on the scope of that project now that they've gotten that grant?
It's,
Go
right,
ahead, Mr. Murmas.
the latest, I believe, it's gonna be updated a little bit, but I believe this grant allows the project to be accelerated, specifically some of the dog park component, some of the nature trail components. So what this did was cut down on maybe like a lengthier phase 1, 2, and 3, maybe to maybe just a shorter phase 1 and phase 2. But it's really for the complete rehab of the White Oaks Park. You may have noticed that the old cabin was already demolished, and they've already started on some of the prep work, so it'll go full bore now moving forward.
And the aerial park
Go
has
ahead.
been abandoned, correct?
The aerial park was abandoned, yes.
Okay.
Alderman Wesley, something on the grant, go ahead.
Yeah, I just said, are they looking, Jeff, are they looking to break ground on that this year, or what's it?
I did
Mr.
speak, I
Murmas.
did speak with their executive director earlier this week, and he indicated he was going to reach out to the building department and kind of work on a new timeline now that we have this new grant information. So I expect to get something in the coming weeks here with an updated timeline.
So this,
Go ahead, follow
I'm sorry, so this money that we committed to will come out next year's?
next fiscal year, probably.
Correct. And when we spoke about CIP a few weeks back, you remember, we allocated that in there.
Right.
And that was within our budget.
Right, I just want to
All
know.
right. Okay. Excuse me. Consent agenda, I'll have one item on the consent agenda, unless there's an objection, I need a motion.
I'll make a
Second.
motion.
Well, Alderman Wesley made the motion. And Peter second.
Peter, second. We'll give it to
Peter second, okay. All right. Roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes,
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
And that passes. Now I need a motion to approve the one item on
So moved.
resolution seeking to approve a contract for remediation of UST at Potter Street Station by Chicago tank removal in amount not to exceed $11,500. Alderman Wesley made the motion. Do I have a second? Second. Alderman Sorrentino. Questions? Roll call.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Yes.
Excuse me, Alderman Messina?
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
And that passes. Next, committee chairman reports, Alderman Woods.
I have one report, Mayor. A resolution to amend an agreement between the City of Wooddale and the owner for the facade improvement at 146 West Irving Park Road, JB's Inn. That is my motion.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Pardon me? Any questions on this?
I did.
Eugene said.
Or Woods.
Roll call.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
And that passes.
That's the end of my report, Mayor.
Thank you. Public health and safety, Alderman Sorrentino.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. All Public works, Alderman Sismarski.
Mayor, I have two.
Go ahead.
The adoption of resolution for the Illinois Department of Transportation to allow the city to perform right-of-way work within the IDOT right-of-way. There's my motion.
Second.
Motion. God bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any questions on this? Alderman Wesley, go ahead.
What are we doing in the right way?
Mr. Murmas, go ahead.
This is actually just a template ordinance that we're required to pass every 2 years, so we just always pass it in case we have to do something.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
And that passes.
Next, I have the approval of final payment request for Americana Landscape Group for the City Hall Aesthetics Project in the amount not to exceed $63,308.41. And before the questions go, we do have a guarantee on everything that's on this project. Everything is
Right,
warranted.
let's make the motion, then
So,
we'll get to that question.
all right, that's my motion.
That's,
I'll second it.
okay, go ahead, Mike. Alderman Sismarski. Apologize. The question, who wants to answer?
Yes,
Mr. Murmas,
he is correct. Alderman Samarsky, you are correct.
on the warranties. Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
And that passes. That concludes your report?
That concludes my report, Mayor, sir.
Thank you. Finance and Administration, Alderman Messina.
No report, Mayor.
Thank you. Airport Noise, Alderman Jacob.
One report, Mayor.
Go ahead.
The FAA public workshops took place earlier this week to allow local residents the opportunity to provide feedback on the proposed Fly Quiet plan. Residents who did not have the opportunity to attend one of the workshops are encouraged to submit comments online through email, mail, or fax between now and February 27th. Comments should be as specific as possible and address the analysis of potential environmental impacts and the adequacy of the proposed action or merits of the alternatives. A link to private feedback has been added to the city's homepage and posted to social media. That is the end of my report.
Thank you.
No report, Mayor.
Okay, for that stormwater report. Next, approval of list of bills, Alderman Messina.
One report, Mayor.
Go ahead.
List of bills dated February 7th, 2019, in the amount of $1,295,489.93. That is my motion.
Second.
Okay. Sonny, second. Questions? Any questions? I know you asked yours already.
I'll ask the one question.
Go ahead, Alderman Messina.
So I had asked Brad this earlier, but just clarity up here, there was the home that had connected to the city water. Just if you could clarify for us up here and those at home, what that project was for, if you recall. That's that home on Route 83.
Go ahead, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yes, so that project, you may recall a couple of years ago, the city wanted to, encourage or help out properties that were not on city infrastructure, city sewer, city water to tap on. And so they install that program to give up to $5,000 to cover the cost to tap onto city water and/or sewer. And so in this particular case, this property was recently annexed into the city, and they wanted to tap on it, so they took advantage of that program. So the payout would be attributable to that program to tap onto city utilities.
Great.
Okay,
It's great news.
Good.
Thank you. Yep.
all right, perfect.
That
Any other
ends my-
questions? Another one?
Sorry.
Do you have-
No, it's 'cause that ends my report, Mayor.
No, I need the, so we have a motion, we have a second, I need a roll call.
Oh, yeah, that-
Ready?
Yes.
Alderman Catalano?
Yes.
Alderman Jacob?
Yes.
Alderman Messina?
Yes.
Alderman Sorrentino?
Yes.
Alderman Sizmarsky?
Yes.
Alderman E. Wesley?
Yes.
Alderman Woods?
Yes.
And that passes?
Messina?
Hmm?
You didn't hear me? I'll speak.
Okay. We have no executive session, no items to be referred. I need a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed or adjourned?